You've just finished your workout. Your heart is steadying. Your breath is deep and your muscles feel warm. That quiet pride settles in. You did it. But what happens next decides whether your effort pays off or quietly slips away. Most people over 60 believe the hard work ends when the exercise stops. They cool down, take a sip of water, maybe rest a bit, and that's where the mistake begins. Because right after movement, your body is in a rare state. Inside each muscle fiber, tiny repairs are waiting to begin. The cells are asking for fuel to rebuild what you just used, and if they don't get it, they start breaking down instead of growing stronger. This is why so many seniors tell me, I'm exercising, but I still feel weak. It's not that the workout isn't working, it's that recovery never truly starts. Without the right nourishment, your muscles simply can't rebuild. The effort goes in, but the results don't stay. What most people don't realize is that the first 30 minutes after exercise are a golden window, the moment when your body absorbs nutrients faster than at any other time of day. Scientists call this the muscle recovery phase. Miss it, and the body treats your workout like stress, not growth. In this video, talk about what really happens inside your body after you move, and the types of foods that quietly turn effort into strength. The kind of nutrition that keeps muscles alive, energy steady, and aging at bay. So if you've ever finished a workout wondering why you're not getting stronger, this is the answer you've been missing. Before we dive in, make sure to share, and subscribe, because small details like this are what separate exercise that drains you from movement that truly rebuilds you. Researchers at Kyoto University discovered that when adults over 60 consumed a protein-rich snack within half an hour of light exercise, their muscle recovery doubled compared to those who waited just 2 hours. The timing mattered more than the amount. In other words, it's not about eating more. It's about feeding your body when it's listening. That's what the Japanese call shun no kisetsu, or the season of readiness. Right after you move, your body is in its own short season, perfectly tuned to absorb and heal. A sip of something rich in natural nitrates helps oxygen travel where it's needed. A bite of something silky and full of leucine tells your muscles to start knitting fibers back together. A cool spoonful of cultured dairy smooths digestion while repairing tissue from within. These small choices decide whether your body grows stronger or stays stuck in fatigue. And the beauty is, you don't need exotic ingredients, just everyday foods used at the right time, in the right way. Now that we understand what's happening inside the body, let's uncover the first recovery hero. A simple, earthy drink that ancient athletes once swore by to renew their energy and color their strength from the inside out. Number 1. Beetroot juice. There's something almost poetic about the first few minutes after a workout. Your body is warm, your heart is steady, and your muscles feel both tired and alive. It's in that in-between space, not resting, not working, that your body starts to whisper what it needs most. And one of the quietest, most powerful ways to answer that call is with a glass of deep red beetroot juice. Most people know beets as just another earthy vegetable, something served on salads or pickled in jars. Few realize it has been used for centuries as a natural recovery tonic. In ancient Greece, athletes drank beet juice before competitions not for taste, but for endurance. They believed it gave strong blood. Centuries later, scientists discovered they were right. The pigments that give beets their red color, called betalains, act as natural anti-inflammatory agents, protecting muscle tissue from microscopic tears after exercise. Here's a fact that surprises almost everyone in a British study. Cyclists who drank beet juice before training improved oxygen efficiency by nearly 16%. The reason is simple. Once the nitrates enter your bloodstream, they transform into nitric oxide, a tiny gas molecule that relaxes your blood vessels. When that happens, your circulation opens like a wide, clean river, carrying more oxygen and nutrients to every corner of your body. Waste products like lactic acid clear faster, and recovery begins long before you even notice it. If you make it fresh before your workout, your body begins to respond even sooner. Blending a single beet with a bit of water and a touch of fruit softens the flavor while preserving the ruby color that's where the power lies. Drink it chilled and slow, and you'll feel your body wake up gently, like sunlight warming your skin. Some people like to roast beets instead, letting their natural sweetness come through. You still get the same benefit, just in a form that feels more like a meal than a drink. If you've ever felt that wave of tiredness right after working out, that heaviness in the legs or slight fog in your head, this simple drink can erase it quietly. No caffeine, no sugar rush, just your body working at its best again. The color may be bold, but its effect is subtle, steady energy, clear focus, and a quiet sense of strength that carries through the rest of your day. Next, move from liquid fuel to something more familiar, a single food that quietly rebuilds every fiber you've just worked. One bite at a time. Number 2, eggs. When you finish a workout, your body is quietly at work behind the scenes, repairing, sorting, and deciding how strong you'll feel tomorrow. And the first message it sends is clear: feed me something real. That's where the humble egg steps in, small, familiar, and yet one of the most complete sources of nourishment nature ever made. What makes it remarkable isn't its simplicity, but what happens after you eat it. The protein inside an egg breaks down into building blocks your body uses to patch up the tiny tears created during movement. Among those building blocks is leucine, a rare amino acid that acts like a green light for muscle repair. Without it, the process barely begins. Inside your cells, leucine triggers a reaction that tells muscle fibers it's time to rebuild. It's the body's quiet signal to grow stronger instead of weaker. As we age, our muscles become slower to respond to that signal. That's why eating the right kind of protein matters even more. The protein in eggs is so balanced that nutrition scientists once used it as the standard of measurement for all other proteins. In other words, when your body breaks down an egg, almost every part of it gets used. Nothing wasted. And here's something many people overlook: the yolk isn't the villain it was once made out to be. That golden center carries vitamin D to protect your bones, choline to support your brain, and the natural fats that help your body actually absorb all those nutrients. When you eat the whole egg, you're giving your body the tools not just to rebuild muscle, but to keep your mind sharp and your joints steady. There's no single way to enjoy it. Some people prefer the simplicity of 2 soft-boiled eggs with a sprinkle of sea salt light, easy to chew and gentle on digestion. Others like the warmth of an omelet cooked slowly with chopped spinach and a few slices of tomato, adding iron and antioxidants to the mix. If you enjoy a bit of variety, whisk 1 egg with a spoonful of Greek yogurt, pour it into a small pan, and cook until tender. The result is a creamy, protein-rich breakfast that feels comforting without being heavy. For a more refreshing twist, slice a boiled egg over a bed of avocado and cucumber. Drizzle with olive oil and enjoy it cold. The combination replenishes potassium and good fats, easing muscle tension while keeping your heart calm. None of these meals require more than 10 minutes, yet each gives your body exactly what it needs during the golden half-hour of recovery. Within a week of adding it to your morning or post-walk routine, you might notice that familiar heaviness in your arms and legs fading. Climbing stairs feels easier, your balance steadier, your energy smoother through the day. It isn't magic. It's your body finally getting what it's been asking for all along, enough fuel to rebuild itself properly. And that's what real recovery looks like. Not pain, not exhaustion, but quiet strength rebuilt one meal, one moment at a time. Next, move to something cool and creamy, a food that doesn't just rebuild muscle, but helps your whole system digest, restore, and relax after every bit of effort you give it. Number 3, Greek yogurt. After every bit of effort, there's a moment of quiet your body naturally leans into. Muscles soften, breathing evens out, and your system begins its slow transition from action to recovery. That's the moment a spoonful of Greek yogurt fits perfectly cool, creamy, and rich with everything your body needs to restore itself. It might look simple, but it's one of the most concentrated recovery foods you can find. Inside that velvety texture lies twice the protein of regular yogurt, thanks to a slow straining process that removes water and leaves only the densest part of the milk. That thickness isn't just for taste. It means every bite delivers a steady flow of amino acids that repair muscle fibers gradually, keeping you nourished for hours after your workout. What makes it even more valuable is the live culture within it, those invisible, friendly bacteria that keep your gut balanced. The gut isn't just about digestion. It's the body's control center for nutrient absorption and even inflammation. A calm, healthy gut means your muscles receive nutrients faster, your joints stay less inflamed, and your immune system doesn't overreact. In short, recovery happens from the inside out. There are countless ways to enjoy it. Some people like it chilled with a swirl of honey and a handful of fresh berries, a combination that brings antioxidants to ease soreness and just the right sweetness to make it feel like a treat. Others prefer mixing in slices of banana and a sprinkle of flaxseed, which quietly restore potassium and magnesium levels to keep cramps at bay. For a savory twist, you can blend it with olive oil, lemon juice, and a pinch of sea salt, a smooth, tangy dip that pairs perfectly with cucumber or roasted vegetables. What's special about this food is how it works on multiple levels. The protein rebuilds, the probiotics restore, and the texture itself calms the senses. You're not just feeding your muscles, you're signaling your entire system that it's safe to relax and rebuild. Over time, this small ritual can change how you feel after every session. Fewer aches, better digestion, and a steadier kind of energy that lasts well into the day. It's proof that healing doesn't always come from intensity. Sometimes it comes from something soft, cool, and quietly powerful. Next, explore a source of strength that swims one that soothes inflammation and gives your body the resilience to keep moving without pain. Number 4. Salmon. Some foods don't just feed you. They feel like comfort disguised as nourishment. Salmon is one of them. The warmth of it, the soft flakes that fall apart on a fork, the subtle richness that lingers, its food that tells your muscles, you can rest now. What makes salmon so remarkable isn't only its protein, but the way that protein travels through your body. Alongside it comes omega-3, the fatty acid that keeps inflammation low and helps every joint, tendon, and nerve recover after effort. Think of omega-3 as nature's repair fluid. It flows into tiny muscle fibers damaged by movement, calming the irritation before it turns into stiffness. These healthy fats also help your body use the protein more effectively. Without them, a good portion of your post-exercise protein simply passes through unused. With them, your cells open up, welcoming nutrients inside instead of resisting them. That's why eating salmon even 2 or 3 times a week can make such a visible difference. Less soreness after walking, looser shoulders, steadier knees. Researchers at the University of Washington observed that older adults who regularly included salmon or trout in their diets had lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of chronic inflammation, by nearly 40%. In simpler terms, their bodies were aging more peacefully. Preparing salmon doesn't have to be complicated. A small fillet brushed with olive oil and a squeeze of lemon, baked at moderate heat until tender, is enough. If you enjoy lighter textures, flake it over a bowl of steamed vegetables or mix it into a salad with spinach and avocado. The natural oils from the fish coat every bite, turning it into a quiet, luxurious kind of recovery meal. For those who prefer something warm and soothing, a salmon miso soup or gentle fish broth works beautifully. The broth hydrates you after sweating, while the amino acids from the fish help your muscles rebuild overnight. Pair it with a few spoonfuls of brown rice for slow-burning energy. and your body will thank you with better sleep and calmer mornings. After a week or two of including salmon in your routine, you may notice small but certain changes in joints that feel more fluid. Mornings that begin without stiffness. A sense that your energy doesn't dip halfway through the day. It's the kind of transformation that sneaks up on you, built from inside by consistency, not intensity. You don't have to chase results. You just eat, breathe, and let your body do what it's meant to do, heal in its own time. Now, let's finish strong with something sweet and golden. The kind of food that doesn't just replenish energy, but keeps your heart steady and your muscles relaxed long after the workout is done. Number 5, banana. There's a reason a banana shows up in almost every gym bag and breakfast plate. It's simple, portable, and feels like nature has already wrapped it for you. But for older adults, its real power hides beneath that bright yellow peel, a perfect balance of quick energy and deep recovery support that the body recognizes instantly. The muscles you've worked so hard to move rely on 2 minerals, potassium and magnesium, to stay relaxed and coordinated. As we age, both tend to slip away faster, especially after exercise when sweating and circulation change. A banana quietly solves that problem. 1 medium piece carries just enough potassium to rebalance what your muscles lose during effort, keeping cramps, twitches, and nighttime stiffness at bay. Meanwhile, the magnesium helps your muscle fibers release tension, allowing you to recover without that heavy, achy feeling that sometimes lingers into the next morning. Beyond its minerals, the banana's natural sugars, glucose, fructose, and sucrose refuel your body's energy stores at 3 different speeds. Glucose gives you an instant lift. Fructose trickles in slower, and sucrose bridges the gap. That mix means no sudden sugar crash, just steady energy returning to your system so you can move through the rest of the day without fatigue. And here's something most people never notice: that creamy texture isn't just pleasant, it's gentle on digestion. After exercise, blood flow shifts toward your muscles and away from your stomach, making heavy meals hard to process. The banana's soft fibers and simple carbohydrates give you nutrients without burdening your system, letting your body focus on recovery instead of digestion. If you want to make it more exciting, slice it over a bowl of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of cinnamon. The spice improves circulation while the yogurt adds long-lasting protein. Or blend it with a small handful of oats and milk for a creamy shake that keeps blood sugar stable. For those who enjoy something refreshing, freeze banana slices and blend them into a smooth ice cream with a touch of peanut butter, pure comfort. But still built for recovery. It's not just a fruit, it's a signal. A reminder that even small, ordinary choices can shift how your body feels for the better. A banana after exercise steadies the heartbeat, relaxes the muscles, and restores the quiet rhythm that keeps everything in tune. And that rhythm, calm, strong, and steady, is what true longevity feels like. So as we wrap up this journey through your post-workout recovery foods, remember this: rebuilding your strength after 60 isn't about restriction or intensity. It's about timing, awareness, and kindness to the body that's carried you this far. If today's video helped you see food in a new light, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can keep joining us for more easy, science-backed ways to stay strong, flexible, and full of life, one meal and one mindful choice at a time. We've explored 5 simple foods that quietly turned recovery into renewal. Each one a small act of care that your body deeply understands. A glass of beetroot juice to wake your circulation and feed your muscles with oxygen. A few eggs to rebuild every fiber you've worked. A bowl of Greek yogurt to calm the gut and keep nutrients flowing where they're needed. A tender piece of salmon to soothe inflammation and keep the joints supple. And finally, a banana to restore balance, energy, and rhythm to the whole system. You don't have to eat all of them every day. In fact, the best routine is the one that listens to your mood and energy. On days when you feel strong, Go for the richness of salmon or eggs. When you crave something light, reach for yogurt or a banana. And when your body feels sluggish, a bright glass of beet juice can bring that spark back to your bloodstream. Think of these foods as tools and gentle ways to remind your body that strength doesn't come only from exercise, but from how you care for yourself afterward. The goal isn't perfection. It's consistency and awareness. So tomorrow, choose one that feels right for you. Let food be part of your rhythm. Sometimes warm, sometimes cool. Always kind. Your muscles will thank you. Your mind will follow. And little by little, you'll notice that strength no longer fades with age as it grows. Meal by meal. If this video helped you see recovery in a new light, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep building healthier routines together, one mindful bite at a time.